I'm back. I'm here in room. Here's what I got. Working on the bed, trying to get it finished up so I can put primer on the whole entire bed. And but I want to talk about what I did as far as my assembly. My tubs, my sides, the front part. When I took this stuff apart, it had some type of white looking material there that was in between the side, the tub, and the bed. I don't know what that stuff was. It came off really easy. Almost looked like a chalk. You guys might know it. I don't know it. And I've done something. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm just an old guy. I just know what I'm going to do, and I'm thinking it's right. I'm more than happy to accept people's opinion, and we'll go from there. So here's what I got. I got this stuff here called body tape. Part number 59010. Okay. Comes in a roll. That roll almost fills that up, just to let you know. And what it looks like is this. It's on a tape, and it has this material on there. It's really super sticky, and you can take it and you can stretch it, you can pull it and tug it, and you can. It's mainly used for like air conditioning and for the heater box going up against the firewall. They were put on, and I don't know, probably 64, 65. I could be a little wrong on that. All the way up to about probably 79 to 80. As far as I know, GM. I can't confirm Ford or Dodge or anyone else. And this was put on there to help prevent any air leak, bugs, whatever, as it goes on there. Now, over time, this stuff will turn super solid. I mean, like a hard as a rock. But if in the future you got to take it apart, it'll pop. It has a weird sound, but it'll pop. But if you take off the heater AC box, you'll have to replace this because it's going to lose its bonding from when you pop it. Like let's say off a 72. When you pop it off of there, it'll lose all of its stickiness. It may not have the same goal that you're trying to have when you go put it back together. So you'll have to get this right here. Now, my bed, what we're going to talk about today. So on my tubs and on my sides and my front, because I found that stuff on there, there was some rust issues around those areas. Okay? So what I did was I cleaned all that up. I made it all look nice. I'm down with it. All I had was surface rust left over. So I primer sealed it on the tub side, the bottom side of this, so on and so on. I put this stuff on there between as I mounted my tubs, my sides, and all that. Because my process is that if it can do that for the heater AC, why can it not do that for the body? Here we go. I'm going to rhino line the inside of this. So what I'm saying is, I don't want in my future or anyone else's future to unfortunately have to take this apart, and because it'll be ate out with rust. So by me doing what I've done, I believe I have prevented any more future issues as far as rust goes by putting this on there, having the primer sealer on there, and going from there. Now we are going to rhino line the whole inside, and that's going to seal it from the inside. Then from the outside underneath, I'm also going to spray liner all over that on the bottom itself, out of rubber. So this way it's going to be sealed from the bottom and it'll be sealed from the top. Process is, should never ever have an issue, especially in my lifetime. Won't be no issues as far as rust or any other issues like that. So that's where I'm at with that. So far right now, I'm just working on it and trying to clean up my sides and trying to make everything smooth and straight and with no, divots and things like that and all that. Hey, my last video, I want to give a shout out to everyone that watched that video and gave me all those views and likes. Man, the community is great. I just want to say thank you to all of you for doing that, and I think that's just awesome. To be really honest, I think that's really awesome. And that Cushman build, wow, that was a fun deal right there. Uh, that guy, his name is Emmett. I won't tell you his last name. He don't want to be known. Anyway, he's a really good guy. He's helped me out a lot, and I can't argue that for a second. And I was appreciative for him to allow me to work on the bike again to get it back back to its present condition where it can be ridden again. And of course, we did some upgrades to it and all that. So if you haven't seen that video, then go back and see it. It's pretty cool. But I don't know. Maybe in the future we might do some more videos on that bike. I don't know. That all really depends upon him. It's his bike. So this was his truck. So we kind of swapped quite a few years back, and I'm just now, due to my health and all that, I'm just now getting back to working on this, and we're just going forward, and hopefully we can complete this. And after that, probably the next week or so, we'll have the truck in here doing the front end and the cab, and we'll have videos of that. It'll be awesome. So, all right, on to the next segment. Thank you. Getting ready to put down some primer sealer. We are at that point. That right there is my gas filler. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Pretty sweet. Yep. We're getting ready. We're going to do the inside of the bed, outside over there, and the front part here. We will shoot all of that. Underneath is already done. All right. Let me clean this up a little bit more and we'll get after it. So what we've done here is we went on ahead and did the primer sealer on the whole entire bed. Looks really good. I still got a few spots I have to work on. It's okay. Got a little spot right there. Try to make that transition a little bit smoother. Got a little spot right there. Make that transition a little smoother. Looks good. Got a couple of little spots up here I can work on to get a little smoother. Nice, nice. Couple little spots. See if we can just sand that out. Got a little bit of a... See, I had darkened up the primer sealer because I couldn't see some of this stuff. The primer sealer was too gray, too light of gray, too white, I guess you could say. And there was a lot of spots I just could not see. So I was like, well, what else can I do? So, per my 1 gallon of primer sealer, I got 1 quart of black. Mixed it all together. So that's what we got. It's just a little shade darker, but I'm still in the repair phase. So we still got a few spots we can work on, and it went down super nice. Yeah, see, I got a whole bunch of, I don't know if you can see that in the film, got a whole bunch of spots right down here. Whole bunch. Let's see if we can straighten some of that up. There was a big old dent right here. It was pushed in probably about I don't know, about a good inch and a half, almost like a crease. That looks really good. I thought for sure I was going to have to come back and work on that some more. This had a fairly good dent right here. That looks really good, really good. Got a little bit of a spot right there. There's actually a few little, maybe, oh yeah, so you can see that in the film. So there's a few little spots. It's just not quite smooth. But, and the reason being that I'm kind of worried about it is because we're going to paint it black. So once I put that black on here, boy, is that going to stand out like a sore thumb. So just remember that when you're doing your body work, you know, kind of depends on what color you're painting. Kind of depends on how much body work you got to do. Because really, some of that lighter stuff over there, those light little dings and dents, if you were painting white, you'd never see it. But when you're going to go with a dark color, boy, you have really got to be on your game. Got to be on your game for sure. All right, I get to go sanding now. See if I can put this camera up here and we can get a video of that. Okay, here's a little spot right here. I just want to make a point. First of all, I am not a body guy. I am doing all of this because I have seen other people do work. I have assisted on a couple of different little jobs here and there to. It does not make me an expert in any way. I'm just doing what I think I'm doing is right. And it could be totally wrong. So, but I have noticed from other stuff, the reason you do this primary of the primary sealer, one is to protect the metal. That's my full understanding. I'm down with that. But when you start doing your sanding, now you start seeing all these highs and lows. So you can't see it. Can't see it here. But when you go to sand, you start seeing all your little highs and lows. When I had the lighter gray on there, I could not see that. But now I have this little bit darker gray on here. Yeah, they're popping out like a sore thumb. So just to give you a hint when you're doing your body work, you know, try not to go with so light of a gray. Maybe even go like a medium gray to even black. That way you can see where the mistakes are at or where the problem areas are at. So I just want to give that a little right there. Okay, I'm going on to the next thing. Rich here, Nightmare Gizmo. Hey, we're going to talk about the bed and some of the things I've done and some of the stuff I've used. Um, I guess you all can make that decision of what I did was right or wrong, or you would never use. But for the moment, that's what I use, what I had. Um, so the sides, the tubs, really, this freaking bee is pissing me off. Okay, the next segment. Oh, my finger's in the way. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so